Broadcasting live, KSLA News 12 starts now.
New at 10, an explosion may have caused a fire at the Caddo Courthouse today. Firefighters say a contractor accidentally drilled into some electrical wires while working on the building. The worker was taken to the hospital, and the Caddo Courthouse will be closed until further notice. If you would normally go to the courthouse to take care of business, we've listed where you can go in our News 12 app. Also new at 10, Bossier City investigators are trying to determine what led to a truck running into a moving train earlier this morning. You can see just how much damage was taken to that truck. The pickup was crossing on Old Minden Road when it ran into the train. Officials say the truck's driver was taken to a local hospital, and that crash remains under investigation. Breaking news out of Baton Rouge tonight, the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office and Baton Rouge Fire are dousing a house with water after a suspect set fire to it while he was barricaded inside. We're told the man refused to leave a home on General Taylor Avenue and then started shooting when deputies tried to get him out. The entire street has been evacuated, and officials believe the shooter is still inside of that burning house. You can see all of that smoke there right now. No other injuries are reported at this time. So let's get straight over to our freezing first alert forecast. Jessica, what are we expecting? It's chilly out there.
It is very chilly out there. We're expecting another cold night. Some areas will get to freezing and below, but want to start off with our next weather maker. That's going to be this low pressure system further to the south. Now, what that's going to do for us here in the Arklatex, mainly I-20 and south, is bring rain chances back to the Arklatex. Temperatures, though, will stay on the cool side. Here's a look at your morning lows: 27 in Ida Bell into Queen on Monday morning. So as you're heading out the door, everywhere really, you want to bring the jacket. I-20 and southward want to have the jacket and also some rain gear out there. But here's a look at temperatures tomorrow in Shreveport. Going to keep it warmer at 35, 36 overnight tonight in Mansfield, 33 for Coushatta, mid-30s for Manny and Natchitoches, as well as over towards Marshall, Texas. Now here's a look at current temperatures. Already cold out there and near freezing in DeQueen. They're at 33 right now, but 43 in Ida Bell, currently 47 in Texarkana, one of the warmest spots this evening, 43 in Shreveport and 42 in Mansfield. But Natchitoches already in the 30s, around 37, 35 currently in Marshall, Texas. Our highs over the next couple of days will be near average for Monday, but we do have another weather maker, that cold front that's going to move into the Arklatex and drop our temperatures in the middle of the week. I'll show you more on that in your full forecast.
For months, we've reported that heating your home could be more expensive this year, and with frigid temperatures finally here, Energy is reminding you of tips to keep those costs at a minimum. Every degree above 68 on the thermostat can increase your bill by about 3%. So if you crank it up to a toasty 78 degrees, which is how I like it, you've already added 30% to your bill. Also, be sure to change out your air filter and weatherize your doors and windows.
Puppies, cats, any animals, please bring inside. They're not used to this.
You heard it. Don't forget to let your pets inside before you go to bed tonight. The Louisiana Humane Society director says this cold snap is proof that more needs to be done to protect those with four legs. The group has already responded to dozens of calls about animals left out in the cold, and he's asking you to do your part.
Probably 50 to 100 or more in a space of a day or two. Dogs, cats, horses, livestock tied up outside and forced to deal with the freeze on their own. Lack of shelter, which means no access to a regular doghouse or a shed. They're just simply tied up to trees or front porches, and that's a real problem.
Experts say if your pet is too big to come inside, make sure that you bundle them up. Now, if you're driving down I-20, you can't help but notice this vacant baseball field on the fairgrounds. For years, people have fought to bring it back, and now local residents say they're coming together in efforts to do just that.
When you look at this scoreboard, you might think that you're just at any other field until you see the bigger picture, which is an empty field with trash, empty stands, and a shack that used to be a concession stand.
Look, everybody that's driving by on I-20 gets to see this every single day, and it should be something that the residents of the city of Shreveport and the administrations of the city of Shreveport should be ashamed of.
Edward Best lives in Shreveport and is fighting for a comeback for the fairground field, a baseball field in the heart of the city with a rich history of over 25 years of minor league games until several years ago.
I mean, I remember over here, you know, when I was a kid, the beer garden over here, that was where everybody liked to go down there and sit and have a hot dog and a beer.
But it's not the first time people in the community have fought to give this baseball stadium life again. Back in 2018, local realtor Shane Sharkey and Bishop Lawrence Brandon of Praise Temple wanted to turn this into an area where youth, high school, and college could play baseball, softball, and soccer.
What I'm going to do differently is not stop fighting, because everything we can do is us.
Devontae Austin says he wants to work with Best to petition.
I'm starting the movement and fundraise to be able to fix it piece by piece if the city don't want to do it.
After we kind of brought this to the forefront last time.
Best says he went to the city council to voice his proposal on several occasions. KSLA crews are working to get answers on what will happen next year. Taylor Davis, KSLA News 12.
Southern University Shreveport is offering vaccines and testing. It's happening tomorrow through Friday from 9 until 3 in the student parking lot that's located on Martin Luther King Drive. And remember, LSU Health's testing and vaccine clinic is open every Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5 at the Louisiana State Fairgrounds. As trends for the Omicron surge appear to be trending downwards in parts of the country, thousands gathered in Washington, D.C. to protest vaccine mandates. CBS News correspondent Danya Backus reports from Los Angeles.
In the nation's capital Sunday, demonstrators gathered at the Lincoln Memorial, many voicing opposition to the COVID-19 vaccine, others protesting vaccine mandates.
Don't shackle our hands. We will not comply with your silliness.
Among the speakers, Robert Kennedy Jr., son of the late New York Senator and Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy. Sunday's rally comes as daily COVID-19 cases in parts of the Northeast are showing signs of leveling off, but some regions are still seeing rising numbers.
You're seeing cases come down very rapidly in the East Coast, the states that were the early outbreak states, Florida, the Mid-Atlantic, New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles. This virus is spreading to the Midwest. You're seeing cases pick up in states like Montana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Wyoming.
Studies show the third Pfizer or Moderna shot reduces the risk of hospitalization with Omicron by 82%. Also in the fight against COVID-19, Ochsner Health will be holding a briefing tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. to talk about Louisiana's fight against the Omicron variant. The IRS tax season starts tomorrow, and while everyone may not be required to file, experts say there's more money on the table this year thanks to benefits like the Recovery Rebate Credit and the Child Tax Credit. Remember, most income is taxable like unemployment benefits and some payments made through money-sharing apps. The IRS thinks it could take 3 weeks to turn around your refund, so if you file tomorrow, you could be paid by Valentine's Day. Also, keep in mind some deadlines change for Louisiana because of the storms in the fall. And speaking of filing those taxes, this year parents are advised to keep a special eye out for an IRS form known as Letter 6419. The letter pertains to 2021's Advanced Child Tax Credit, which was paid out from July through December. Families received up to $300 for each child aged 5 and up, and $250 for children between the ages of 6 and 17. This letter, 6419, will help parents accurately report the amount of money they received up front in 2021. If parents do not receive one or more child tax credit payments, they're encouraged to call the IRS. Well, Mardi Gras is back, and the crew of Atlas took us through each holiday of the year. Our very own Doug Warner led the black tie event as the MC last night, and the crew says the holidays was the perfect theme since it's the time when people come together and give back to their communities. This year is special, though, given the 2 years off due to COVID-19.
Mardi Gras was an awesome experience. You get to dress up. When you're older, you don't get to dress up as much, you know, it's past your homecoming days. And so Mardi Gras is one of those things where you get to dress in different things and it's just a wonderful tradition.
Some of the holidays featured, as you can see here, was Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras itself.